Here to show us how to embrace your inner badass, please welcome Caytie Langford.
Life is too short to be miserable or unfulfilled, to settle for anything less than everything you want to be, do, and have. And yet, how many of us know people who are miserable, who are unfulfilled, who are not living up to what they're supposed to be, do, or have? I know this because this used to be me. I was that person. Now, I overcame being that person. And so in 2017 and 2018, I started tracking conversations. Now, I was still having my own crisis confidence, but I started tracking conversations with people that I was having. And in fact, I tracked over 100 of them. And I would ask someone, tell me what it is that you want for your life over the next 12 to 24 months. Inevitably, people had answers. They knew. Now, some of them had very clear ideas, and some of them had little nuggets, but they knew. Then I would ask the follow-up question. Tell me what is preventing you then from making it your reality? Now, doing my own original research, tracking these over 100 conversations, 96% of them said, I don't feel confident enough to do it, Caytie. I'm lacking the confidence. And it's true. It's true. So many of us lack confidence. I was having my own crisis of confidence just a few short years before. You see, I had walked away from that nonprofit fundraising role. I was an executive. I had a corner office. How cliche is that I had a corner office? Y'all, like in the corner with the windows. And yet, I was miserable. I was unfulfilled. What I was doing was no longer aligned with who I am. Who I was becoming was not what I wanted. And what I was having, those experiences and moments in life, they just weren't worth it. And so I walked away from it all. And, you know, it's really scary when you walk away from everything, especially when you're a badass. Y'all, I was a badass. I got to the corner office by the time I was 33 years old. I had incredible experiences. I worked with some of the top executives here in Dallas-Fort Worth. I was doing things that I could only dream of. And yet, when I walked away from it all, I thought, who am I? Who am I without this title? Who am I without all of this stuff going on? This corner office, this multiple six-figure salary. So when I was talking to all of these people a few short years later, having gone through my own crisis, I thought, what is not happening? What are we not creating? What are we not modeling? What are we not doing? What are we not building? What impact are we not making if we keep saying, I'm just not confident enough? You know, people would say, well, here's the thing, Caytie. When I feel confident, I'm going to go do the hard thing. Now, raise your hand if you've done any kind of exercise, routines, regimens, tried all the things, right? Let me tell you what I've tried. I tried yoga for about a decade. I think I'm going to start again, but I'm not really sure. I'm definitely not flexible anymore. I tried training for a half marathon. I've tried Zumba. Y'all, that was a disaster. I am not that coordinator. Even though I was a cheerleader in high school, Zumba and I were not friends. And I have a trainer. And you know what it is about getting your body fit? It's that you do the work and then you get fit. Then you build the muscle. You pump the iron and then you get strong. And it's the same exact thing for your confidence. You do the hard thing and you grow your confidence. It's amazing. And I was thinking back to that time when I was going through my confidence crisis, and I thought, when that happened, I took out one of those big sticky note pads, the ones I'm talking about. They're like giant. I love those things. I took them out and I wrote out badass list of stuff I've accomplished because I had done things in my life. I had done things that were hard. I had done things when I failed. I had done things where I crushed it in life. I had done things that I'm so, so grateful that I did that I never want to do again. Let me give you one example of what that was. Just 3 weeks before the Olympics happened in Whistler, I decided at the age of 29 that I would go snow skiing for the first time ever. I don't know if there's any skiers out here, but basically, you put on these uncomfortable boots, like the most uncomfortable shoes you've ever worn, and then you strap yourself to plywood, fiberglass, I don't know, and then they give you poles, but they don't really do anything, do nothing. I remember the instructor being like, you don't really need this, it's not gonna do anything. And you go hurling down the mountain. Okay, I would rather wear 5-inch stiletto heels, stand up at a cocktail party for 3.5 hours on a concrete floor than ever go skiing again. But you know what? It's on my list. And so when I started thinking about these people and how I could help them, I came up with the idea of a confidence resume. Because you and you and you and you and you and me, we have all been doing hard things. We've all overcome and crushed it in life. And so if we could create a resume where we stopped and we said, what are those badass things I've accomplished? When are those times that I crushed it? When are those times that I'm so grateful that I did it, but I'm so glad it's over? Writing those things down. It gives you social proof and evidence that you have been building your confidence your entire lives. And in fact, I have done this with a group as young as 14. So you guys, you ladies, you can do this as well. Here's what else I know, and I know that you all know as well. There's something hard coming. There's something hard coming in your life. I don't know if it's going to be because you choose to grow and put yourself out there, or if it's going to be because something was imposed on you. But something hard is coming up. It always does. And so when you create your confidence resume, you will remind yourself that no matter what's in front of me, no matter what's coming for me, no matter where I've got to get to and what I've got to overcome, that you can do it. You absolutely can do it. I truly believe because there is only one you, that the one and only you is meant for greatness. It's part of my DNA to believe that about myself, and so it's part of my DNA to believe that about each of you. And so I don't want any of you ever to say, I can't do that because I'm not confident enough. I'm going to wait until I'm confident, until I'm going to go do it. I've just given you the key to confidence. Your brain doesn't know whether you're doing something for the first time or you're reliving the memory. So create your confidence resume. Look back at it every time you have something new that's coming towards you, and know that you too can embrace the inner badass that exists inside of you.
Let's hear it for Caytie. Caytie Langford, everybody. Keep it going for Caytie Langford.
Thank you.